Hi, this is Tisch Aitken, and it is Thursday, January 13th, 2022, and it's just a night before Mercury, the planet of communication, stations retrograde on January 14th at 10 degrees and 20 minutes of the fixed air sign of Aquarius, and Mercury will station retrograde at 6:41 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Mercury will station direct on February 3rd at 24 degrees and 22 minutes of the cardinal Earth sign of Capricorn. Therefore, it's re-encapsulating for all of us the new age of Aquarius, because Saturn, which is the ancient ruler of Aquarius, and how we anchor our goals and construct a new reality, has been transiting in Aquarius since December 17th of 2020, and it got as far as 13 degrees of Aquarius in 2021. It retrograded on May 23rd at 13 degrees of Aquarius, where it currently is transiting. It's back at 13 degrees of Aquarius. And so Mercury retrograding at 10 degrees of Aquarius is only -3 degrees from where Saturn reached in 2021. This enables you an opportunity to reconnect how you can be more productive in learning and morphing in this new era and accelerating your social media skills. If you have your own business, publicizing and promoting yourself, learning new tech skills. It's a new digital revolution, whether we like it or not. And also, if you're looking for a job, promoting and networking and building community in a time we need to. That's another huge component. The other part of this is that Mercury squaring Uranus. Well, Uranus is the modern ruler of Aquarius. That's the planet most people equate the sign of Aquarius with. The quirky, brilliant, rebellious elements of Aquarius. Uranus stations direct on January 18th at 10:27 a.m. Eastern Standard Time at 10 degrees and 49 minutes of the fixed Earth sign of Taurus. Mercury is setting off Uranus, and again, Mercury is transiting in a sign that's ruled by Uranus. It's transiting and retrograding in Aquarius, again bringing a lot of twists and turns for all of us, a lot of revelations. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, which is the great awakener. And when Uranus stations direct or retrograde, when any of the outer planets do so, we feel that build up 5 days before and 5 days after, and can be a lot of explosive energy. Uranus can definitely, you can get people to act very irreverent and definitely hard to contain in a sense. It can be explosive energy with the earth. There sometimes can be earthquakes, but also great moments of insights, like flashes of insight out of the blue. Mercury retrograde is a time to reconsider, reevaluate, reconnect with people. It's often a time to hear from people from the past, particularly in Aquarius, which is a sign that is a very social air sign. It's a sign of friends and acquaintances. And, Venus is currently retrograde. It retrograded on December 19th at 26 degrees of Capricorn, which is where Pluto is currently transiting, and where Pluto retrograded at the end of April of 2021. Pluto is that which you want to get rid of and let go of in order to transform your life and to empower yourself. And in this whole journey of the next few days, the chaotic Uranus station. Mercury retrograde, which often computers can break down, cars can break down, there can be delays or issues with travel and transportation. There could be disagreements because there could be breakdowns in communication. Excellent time for doing research and diving in deeply into something you're trying to learn. If there is an issue that you've been working on with somebody or a situation for a while, it might be a time to reevaluate how you can heal or up-level the situation. That is a very beneficial part of Mercury retrograde. Time to back up your gadgets. I'm actually starting to segue into using a new computer. I got the last Mercury retrograde, but I didn't have time to transfer computers, and this existing computer isn't completely broken. It's just a external issue. But the point is that I'm finally going to take time to do so with Mercury retrograde. And I think what's interesting too is that Mercury will retrograde in Aquarius, but it will return to Capricorn on January 25th. It will station direct on February 3rd at 24 degrees of Capricorn, and then it leaves the sign of Capricorn altogether on February 14th and will remain in Aquarius until March 9th. So it rehashes the new age of Aquarius, again minus a few degrees, and it also rehashes the epoch of Capricorn, where Pluto's been transiting the last few years, getting rid of things that no longer serve us, a lot of mass loss that we're mourning together, a lot of endings of old ways we can rebirth, transform, and empower ourselves. And there is going to be a full moon on Monday, January 17th at 6:48 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, just a day before the Uranus station. And it will be at 27 degrees and 51 minutes of the cardinal water sign of Cancer. Big emotions because Jupiter is now newly in the mutable water sign of Pisces. Beautiful placement for Jupiter, but it's expanding through feeling the emotions, connecting to your dreams and imagination. It's a very sensitive sign, and Jupiter increases and expands anything it comes into contact with, good or bad. And the moon will be in its rulership in Cancer. It rules the sign of Cancer. The Sun and Pluto meet up on January 16th at 9:51 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That could bring big endings and power struggles. And on the day of the full moon, on the 17th, the Sun and Pluto are only a degree apart, opposing the moon in Cancer. And they're all squaring Eris, the goddess of discord, which is Mars's sister. And she's very fiery, and she's looking to fight and protect, but she's up for a fight. So very cardinal, challenging energy. But same vein, we need to have water in the sky. 2021 was the new age of Aquarius. Jupiter did transit for a few months in the sign of Pisces, but there was a very chaotic, frenetic tone to 2021 and a lot of restrictions. And Saturn and Uranus both squared one another 3 times in the sky. And those are both the rulers of Aquarius, making it even more difficult to really contain what you're trying to create in this new era. Now with Jupiter in Pisces, it's really creative. It will transit the entire sign and enter Aries in the middle of May, but we'll talk more about that in another video. In the meanwhile, there is a lot of water. Jupiter's in Pisces, squaring the north node of Karma. The nodes of fate will also change signs on the day of the Uranus station. So let's see, Uranus stations direct at 10:27 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on January 18th. And then the nodes of fate will change signs at 1:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Currently, the North Node of Karma is transiting at the very first degree of Gemini. The nodes of fate are always retrograde. Sometimes they station for a bit, but they're always moving backwards or appearing to move backwards. So 0 is the first degree. That's very significant. And then when the nodes of fate change signs, the North Node will enter the sign of Taurus, where it will be until July 17th of 2023. And the South Node will enter the fixed water sign of Scorpio, more water in the sky, where that will also be until July 17th of 2023. The North Node is where we want to go towards, growing through creating significant values, significant ways of adding love, growing things of meaning in your life. The North Node in Taurus is very focused on agriculture and Mother Earth, and Uranus has been transiting in Taurus on and off since May 15th of 2018. Lots of chaos and awakening around the damage that's been incurred and all the damage done to the earth, and ways to, I think, more ways to have healthier diet, more nutrition-based healing, more alternative solutions for medicinal issues through natural ways of healing and supplements, and working more with healing the earth, certainly, and focusing on also on healing through the South Node transiting in Scorpio, honoring all of the loss, dealing with facing the wounds head on, kind of like the Judgment card in Tarot, and purging that energy in order to heal your life and also your finances and debt, because Taurus and Scorpio are both signs that are very focused on money. Taurus rules income and your talents and how you earn money, and Scorpio rules debt and investments and joint resources, mortgages, taxes, and death and regeneration. So we've got a lot of intensity. Jupiter squaring the North Node of fate at this moment. Fated meetings and circumstances could occur. The nodes of fate changing signs will bring a shift of energy, certainly. Mercury retrograde is a big deal, the first Mercury retrograde of the year. We have the first full moon on January 17th in the sign it rules in Cancer, making a cardinal T-square, a lot of heavy energy and struggles with that full moon, but healing and seeking comfort and purging that energy so that you can find security for yourself. Uranus stationing direct, big wake-up calls throughout the universe, big shake-ups, but it's good that another planet's going direct, and the nodes of fate changing signs, a lot to work with, a lot of crazed energy and unpredictable energy the next few days. Center yourself, meditate, definitely work with the full moon to burn sage or Palo Santo. Go to the ocean if you can, take a salt bath, work with your crystals, cleanse them, do whatever speaks to you to center and ground yourself. Tiger stone is a really good stone for grounding yourself. Having plants, working with the earth if you can in some way. Plants are very grounding. I wish you a lot of luck, and thank you, and take care.